Welcome to class.
Hello and welcome for day number 9. Today we're using blocks. Blocks will help us in our practice, as we have already seen, but we also use them to give our practice some new and exciting variations. They also allow us to go into poses that we wouldn't be able to go in without the blocks, either because our arms are too short or mostly because our hamstrings are too short. So let's get started. We're going to be using one block straight away in Tadasana mountain pose. So come to the front of your mat and bring your block in between your legs, between your thighs. And now try holding your block so that it doesn't fall down, but also to slightly move your block backwards. So you're rotating your legs inwards, and then bring your block out and push your block forward, rotating your legs outwards. So you will notice that when you rotate your thighs in and the block is moving backwards, you're rotating onto the inside of your feet, and it doesn't feel so good. Now if we do the opposite, pushing the block out and rotating the thighs outwards, you will feel a nice contraction next to your sacrum in your glutes, and you will also feel more stability in your legs as you are pressing down into your outer heel, outer arches. And now let's get that big toe mount on the floor. So lift all 10 toes, pressing the toe mounts down, still kicking your block forward, and then bring the toes down. So if you feel like in a corset now with your legs, that's totally fine. We'll get used to it. So let's stay in Tadasana with the block for some movement breathing exercises. So take a deep inhale, move the arms overhead, and exhale, release the arms. What are the legs doing? Block still pushing forward. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, down. Focusing on 2 different things at the same time. See, that's using props, giving you new impulses for the yoga practice. All right, let's do that one last time. We're pushing the block forward, we're pressing the heel down, and we're pressing the big toe mount down. All right, stage 2. Inhale, arms overhead, left arm down, right arm stays up. Now bend sideways to the left. Exhale. What are the legs doing? Don't lose your block. And keep pressing that right foot into the mat. Inhale, come back up. Left arm lifts. Then exhale, right arm down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, bend over to the right. How does that feel? I'm a little tense. Maybe you are too. That's totally fine. We're learning something new. So what's your block doing? Inhale, come back up. We're doing this just one more time. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting. And exhaling. Now you can use your head to maybe look up. Looking towards the sky or ceiling. Then on the inhale, lift. Exhale, arm comes down. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend over to the right. I don't know about you, but my right foot starts to cramp. So we will get rid of this block in a second. It's just too much pressure. Then inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the arm back down. So position that block just right in front of you. Maybe pedal your feet And remember what we just did. So rotating the leg slightly outwards, and the truth is the lower leg is rotating inwards. So up and out, down and in, so that the big toe mound reaches the ground. All right. How does that feel? Better than inhale, arms overhead, exhale through the nose, bend the knees and grab your blocks in a forward fold. So we're staying here with the hands on the blocks as we're coming into tabletop. So tabletop can either be done using blocks, or you can use your shins. But actually, the blocks are really nice. And you can adjust them to any height that you need as you're progressing. So I'll be here, lengthening the spine, and now exhale and release, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen, crown of the head pressing forward, sitting bones pressing backwards, and exhale, release. Inhale. How are your legs doing? Do you have a new stance, a new sense of grounding in your legs? Maybe you do. Last time, inhale and exhale, release. Back down. Wonderful. Inhale, bend the knees, hands flat on the ground, stepping back into plank pose. Stay here for just a few breaths, adjusting your hands underneath your shoulder, your heels above your toe mounts, and now inhale, press forward just a bit. Exhale, heels push back. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, press back. 2 more times. Inhale, forward. Nice. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pressing back. Then come back to neutral. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows caressing the rib cage. Elbows tight. And then let go of your hands. Maybe bring your hands into your lower back. And on your next inhale, bring the chest up. Lifting the chest. Exhale, lowering the chest. Hands down. Inhale onto all fours. And exhale into downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Walking on the spot. Then inhale onto your toe mounts. Exhale, pressing into the heels. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, walk forward into forward fold. Again, hands on blocks. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, press into the floor, lengthen the upper body, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, head and neck. Inhale, press the crown of the head forward, and exhale, let go. Inhale, bend knees, and exhale, roll up into standing. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bend forward into forward fold. Just 1 tabletop here. Inhale, hands on blocks. And exhale, hands back down on the floor, forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hands flat on the ground. Just 1 little plank. Nice and steady. Activating the core, pressing the navel in. Then inhale, knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale, lifting the chest without involving the hands too much. Exhale, lower. Inhale onto all fours. And exhale. Here's your downward facing dog. Inhale onto toe mounts. And exhale, pressing into the heels. Walk your feet together. Inhale, lifting the right leg up. Keeping the hips square, meaning parallel to the ground. Then exhale, navel in, rounding, bringing the knee forward. And then step forward into low lunge. Now we're grabbing our blocks. A wonderful low lunge variation is getting your hands onto each side on two blocks. So this allows you to keep the chest open for better breathing, but work on your hip flexion. So if you're down here, you're all folded forward, folded up. Your lungs are a little bit compressed unless you have that flexibility and can go all the way. So why not? Using our blocks here, lifting the chest, staying open. So this is somewhere halfway between a low lunge and a high lunge. But hey, that's totally fine. Now let's get rid of those blocks and coming here into high lunge. Lifting the arms, pressing into the floor. Big inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Lifting the chest. Exhale, stay. Yes. Inhale, lift. Woo. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift a little more. And exhale, release back down. Now stay here, bring your back knee down into Anjaneyasana or the lizard pose. So the goal is to bring both hands to the inside. But hey, why don't we use our two blocks and help ourselves? So you can use your two blocks, getting your elbows onto those blocks. Why not? And here is your lizard pose. You can also stay up here. Whatever feels great. So we're now focusing on opening the hips. So inhale, try to lengthen the upper body, opening the chest. And exhale, come a little deeper, letting go of your legs. Inhale, lengthen and open. And exhale, lowering the hips, whatever is possible. And if you feel more comfortable up here, that is totally fine. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hips coming down. So it's just nice to play with the blocks in these poses. Then get the blocks out of the way, just to the front of your mat. We'll need to get out of here somehow. So why don't you get back onto your back foot and step back into plank. Ooh, the legs feel a little weird. That's fine. So inhale, knees come down, press a little bit forward. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale onto knees. And exhale, back into downward facing dog. Nice. Then inhale, lift onto your toe mounts, pressing up all the way. And exhale, lower into your heels. Then close the feet, walk the feet together. Inhale, lifting the left leg. And exhale, navel pulls in. And step the left foot forward or help yourself. Then grab your blocks into that low lunge. So we're inhaling, lifting the chest, and exhaling, releasing the hips. So get a really stable stance. Use the exhale to get stability and strength into your legs. The inhale for expansion Exhale, strength. And now we're here and we try to lift. So stability and strength in the legs. Now on the next inhale, lift the arms overhead and keep the legs just where they are. So inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, lower the hips a little lower. Inhale, lift. Lower a little more. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, lower into the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. And one last time. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, strength. Focus. Last big inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, coming down with the hands on the floor. Lizard pose. So bring the right knee down. Get the foot flat on the floor. Now move that left leg out just a little. Move your 2 blocks into the center. And here we are in lizard pose. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sink into your hips. And just go wherever you can. Whatever feels comfortable. And maybe you are with your elbows on the floor or in any other variation of positioning your blocks in any other pose. Right, inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, lowering the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lowering the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lowering the hips. And let's get out of here. So let's get back on that right foot. Bringing those 2 blocks to the front. And then hands back down, stepping back into your plank. Nice. Come into your vinyasa. So inhaling, pressing forward, bringing the knees down. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, chest floating up. Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale onto knees. Exhale onto feet. Downward facing dog. Inhale onto toe mounts. Exhale, heels down. Walk your feet together. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, nose to the knee, round the back, navel in. Step forward as much as you can. Use the hand to do the rest. Nice. So get your hands back onto the block. Bringing the back knee down. And let's try to do something else here, because we're coming with our hands up. So you can use the block now to support your hips if you feel like this is a bit too much. You can use one block underneath your thigh, lengthen that left leg, and hey, this is a seated Anjaneyasana. So lifting the arms, lifting the chest. Ain't that wonderful? So you didn't know yoga could be that great. So we're still in a hip flexor stretch, but not just that much. So we're not pulling our hip apart. We're having weight on the block, but we're still in a stretchy position. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, letting the legs go a little more. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, letting the legs go. Wonderful. So that is one great use for a block, just helping you in the pose. Then keep your knees down. And then let's press the hip back. In a hamstring stretch. Now get your blocks on either side of your legs. And here we support the hamstring stretch with our blocks as well. Use whatever height you need so that your back can stay nice and straight. Great. Now here we go. Let's see if our blocks are in the correct position. Inhaling, bend the front knee. Keep your hands on your blocks. And exhaling, pressing the hips backwards. Nose as much towards the knee as you can. Stay still open. Inhaling, hip flexor stretch. Exhaling, hamstring stretch. Inhale, and all the way your hands can help. Exhale as the hands do not reach the ground in this pose. At least not for me. Exhale, let's do that one more time. Come into the inhale, hip flexor. Exhale, hamstring stretch, and just stay here pulling that toe towards the nose and get comfy so that you're not hanging in the stretch, but you can stay active, pressing that heel forward and pulling the toes towards your nose. Nice. Then inhale, release. Bring the hands back down on the floor, blocks to the head of your mat, and get that leg somehow back to the other knee. Then position your blocks in front of you, shoulder width apart. Get those knees slightly open, and let's get into a child's pose. Hands on block, big exhale, forehead to the ground. So this is a bit more of a chest opener as the usual child pose. We're using the blocks to elevate the arms, just so that the shoulder girdle gets a little more out of a stretch out of this pose. Inhale, lengthen the upper body, and exhale, sink deeper into your child. Inhale through the nose and exhale, sinking into the pose. Last big inhale and exhale, sink and release. Nice. Then get your hands back underneath your shoulder, pressing up. We're moving forward back into plank pose. So let's take a second here to get readjusted into plank. Hands underneath the shoulder, feet underneath the heels. Then big inhale, shift the weight forward, get the knees down. Then elbows tight. Exhale and chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale onto knees, all fours. Exhale, press into down dog. Wonderful. Let's try the same on the other side. But first, inhale, lift onto toe mounts. Exhale, release into heels. Then close your feet to the center. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, round the back, nose to the knee, step forward into low lunge. So let's use our blocks again to help us bring the back knee down, and use one block to position that block and help us underneath our thigh. Yes, there we go. So just use whatever position is comfortable, so you're still in something like a stretch, but you're not hanging in your ligaments and muscles. So it should feel a bit like a challenge, but not too much. Then inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, release the thighs. Inhale, lifting the chest, just a slight back bend, and exhale, sink into the hips. Inhale, lifting and opening. Exhale, sink. Last time. Inhale, lift. exhale, sinking. Wonderful. So let's slowly get our hands back onto the floor. Get the block out. So strength into the legs so you can safely pull that block out and bring your blocks to either side of your leg. And exhale, hamstring stretch. So in your first hamstring stretch, get your blocks adjusted to wherever you need them. You know what's coming. Inhale, hips move forward. I still need my blocks a little further back. So use these first repetitions to get your blocks where you need them. Exhale, hamstring stretch, pull the toes. Inhale, lower the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, nose somehow towards the knee, hamstring stretch. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, hamstring stretch, nose towards the knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, push the hips back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pressing forward, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. And exhale, pressing the hips back, hamstring stretch. Nice one. So let's get out of here somehow. Inhaling. Now get the hands back somehow onto the floor. Get the two blocks to the head of your mat. Preparing for child's pose. So let's get that front knee somehow towards the back knee. Opening the knees mat width, closing the toes, and now get your blocks shoulder width apart and lean back into child, getting your forehead on the ground and releasing the whole spine, the shoulder girdle. Inhale, a little bit of length. Exhale, lots of letting go. Inhaling, little bit of length. And exhaling, letting everything go. Inhaling into length. Exhaling, letting go. Keep breathing. So you did it. We're slowly coming closer to the floor so you can release into the ground, and we're slowly moving towards our final relaxation, where we're using these wonderful Yoga Nidra techniques to deepen the relaxation. And slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up. Then swing your feet around, coming into seated pose. And we're not quite done yet, but almost. So we're trying a little variation of the boat pose. So remember the Tadasana standing pose at the beginning. Again, bring your block between your thighs. Then grab the back of your thighs, lengthen the upper body, lean back. Make sure you're not losing your block. And then release the hands. Now let's make sure that the block moves a little towards our nose. So remember that rolling out of the thighs. See if you can do that now. Maybe you might need to lift the feet a little. And now see if you can move that block towards your nose. Just a little. And don't let go. Keep grabbing that block with your thighs. Just a little bit of Pilates in yoga. Why not? And then let go. Come back into seated. Put that block to the side. And just rounding the back. Exhaling. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, slowly roll down towards the ground. So we're getting into bridge pose. And use that block one more time. So heels next to your hips. Block comes in between our thighs. And you know the drill. Trying to get the block somehow towards the head, not the opposite. And now lifting the hip. And if that is enough for you, you can stay up here, just static. If you still feel like moving a little, you can lower down on the exhale and inhale, lifting. Rotating those thighs outwards without letting go of your block. So block moves all the way towards the head and up towards the sky. Nice. So inhaling, lift. Expanding, exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, lift, expand. And exhale, letting go. Then everyone we meet up here, climbing onto the backs of our shoulders, interlacing all fingers, maybe letting the index finger and the thumb out. Now lift a little more, still pressing your block to the sky. Maybe you'll be sore tomorrow, but you'll know why, and it'll be for a reason. Then slowly lower down first and then grab your block. Last time. And here we were, using the block for some variety in our yoga practice. So let's release those legs, shake it out. Have your feet above your hips. Letting go of the knees, letting go of all the muscles in your legs. Just letting the blood flow back to your body. Now keep breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, and start slowing down your breathing. If you can, 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Then bend the knees, hug the knees towards the chest, maybe lifting the head a little, and then lengthen the left leg, hugging the right knee in, switch, hugging the left knee in, stretching the right leg out, and then stretch both legs out. Release the hands towards the sides, palms facing up. Release the shoulder girdle, releasing the neck. And we're coming into Savasana, our final resting pose. Continue breathing through the nose, slowly 5 seconds in, and slowly 5 seconds out. As you settle into this peaceful Savasana posture, close your eyes and let go of any tension or stress with each slow exhalation. Focus on the space in front of your closed eyelids. You can imagine a transparent screen right in front of you, like a giant movie theater screen. This is your thought screen. So let's become aware of all the phenomena that manifest on your thought screen. You might start to notice colors or patterns of colors or gentle light. Simply be aware of this space without influencing it. This way we practice detached awareness. Maybe subtle images appear or thoughts arise. Simply notice them without trying to direct or control them. Let thoughts come and go, and keep your attention focused on observing the space of your inner cinema. Then let's visualize specific images. As you hear a term, simply imagine or visualize it on your mind screen. The key to visualization is to relax. Simply let the images rise naturally. Flickering light. Picture it dancing on your mental screen. A large flowering cherry tree. See its beautiful blossoms in full bloom. A large fir tree. Its majestic branches stretching high into the sky. A moving car gliding along a peaceful road. Colored clouds in the sky, drifting by in all their vibrant shades. Yellow clouds, the sky painted in warm yellows. Gray clouds, pink clouds, a foggy morning. Feel the tranquility of a misty dawn. Sunshine in the fresh air. Bask in the warmth of the morning sun. Starry night. Imagine gazing up at a vast, star-studded sky. moonlit night. See the round, luminous moon in the night sky. Laughing with friends. Hear the joyful laughter fill the air. A warm hug, embracing the warmth and comfort it brings. A cleaning cat. Watch as it gracefully grooms itself. Galloping horse. Feel the power and grace in its movement. Rising sun. Witness the birth of a new day. Setting sun. See the sun slowly dip below the horizon. Ocean waves. Hear the soothing sounds of waves crashing on the shore. Cool, clear water. Dip your toes in and feel the refreshing coolness. Sandy beach. Feel the warm, soft sand beneath you. Smoke from a chimney. Cold winter. Feel the crisp, cold air of a late winter's day. Light in the house. Illuminate your mental space with gentle, warm light. Temple bells ringing. Let the sound wash over you like a gentle rain. Meditating yogi. Resting Buddha. Find stillness and peace within. Wide, calm sea. A dense jungle near the sea. Explore the lush greenery and life teeming within. Animals living peacefully together. See harmony among cobras, lions, and goats. Now place yourself in this jungle and hear the mantra Om in the background. Listen to this mantra as it resonates with you. Enjoy this peaceful journey within your own mind and be completely at ease. Then slowly move your hands and feet. Open the eyes and look around you. And maybe stretching out doing any movement here that you would like to do. Then slowly roll onto your side, pushing yourself up into seated. And here's another great use for the block or pillow if you have one, is to lift your hips onto the block. So this allows you to have a very fixed support for your sitting bones. You can really adjust in gravity, and also your cross-legged seat is much easier. Then take a deep inhale, get the arms overhead into prayer, joining the hands, connecting the thumbs with the forehead, the chin and the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you for day number 10. Bye.